Welcome to Real Talk Vietnam. Imagine this. After 15, 18, maybe even 20 hours of travel, your plane finally touches down in Vietnam. You look out the window. It is your first time here. Maybe you're landing in Hanoi, maybe Ho Chi Minh City, maybe Da Nang. You feel excited, but also a little tired. Your body is still on another time zone, your phone battery is low. You're thinking about immigration, your luggage, your e-visa, your hotel, money, internet, taxis, and one very simple question: what do I do now? That moment, the first 30 to 90 minutes after landing, can shape your first impression of Vietnam. If you know what to expect, it feels manageable. If you do not, it can feel chaotic before your trip has even started. So, in this video, I will walk you through your first arrival in Vietnam like a real journey. From the moment your plane lands to immigration, baggage claim, customs, SIM cards, cash transportation, and finally your first night at the hotel, this is not a complicated airport manual. This is the arrival guide I would give to a first time visitor who wants to feel calm, prepared, and not lost. Let's begin before you even leave the plane. As the aircraft parks at the gate, this is not the time to dig through every bag you own. Before landing, keep your essential documents close: your passport, your printed e visa or visa documents if you need them, your hotel address, your phone, a pen just in case, and your arrival document folder. That folder should stay in your carry on bag, not in your checked luggage. Because if your visa copy is inside the suitcase that is still on the baggage carousel, it is not helping you at immigration. If you are arriving in Ho Chi Minh City at Tan Son Nhat International Airport, check before your flight whether Vietnam's pre-arrival information system applies to you. Vietnam has been piloting a pre-arrival information system at Tan Son Nhat where foreign travelers may be able to submit information before arrival and receive a QR code. Because this system can change, do not rely on random social media posts or unofficial websites. Check official government sources before your flight. And be careful with fake websites. Now the door opens, people stand up quickly. Overhead bins open, everyone wants to get out. But here's the first real talk point: you do not need to rush. Stay calm, take your carry on. Check your passport pouch, check your phone, and follow the main flow of passengers toward arrivals, immigration, or passport control. At Vietnam's major international airports, the arrival path is usually straightforward, but after a long flight, even simple things can feel confusing. So move slowly, follow the signs. Do not panic if you do not understand everything immediately. Your first goal is simple: get to immigration with your documents ready. At immigration, you will usually need your passport and your visa documents if required. If you're using an e-visa, have a printed copy ready. Yes, you should also have a digital copy on your phone, but do not rely only on your phone. Phones run out of battery, screens crack, files disappear, internet does not always work when you need it. A printed copy is one of the simplest ways to reduce stress. When you reach the immigration officer, keep things simple, be polite. Answer clearly if asked a question. Do not joke about work, drugs, politics, visas, or anything sensitive. This is not the place to be funny. It is just a formal entry process. Stand calmly, follow instructions. And once your entry is processed, take one quiet second before walking away. Check that you have your passport back. Check that your documents are still with you. Then continue toward baggage claim. Now you are officially inside the arrival process. The next part feels more familiar: finding your suitcase, look for the baggage screens, find your flight number, find the carousel, then wait. This part can be boring, but do not zone out completely. Keep your carry-on close, keep your phone and wallet secure, and when your suitcase arrives, check that it is actually yours before you leave. If your luggage is missing, delayed, or damaged, do not leave the baggage area too quickly. Find the airline baggage service counter and report it before exiting the secure area. Once you walk out, solving baggage problems can become harder, so if something is wrong, handle it there. Stay calm. Get a report if needed. Take photos and keep copies of any paperwork. After baggage claim comes customs. For most first-time tourists carrying normal personal luggage, this part is usually simple. You follow the appropriate channel and exit into the arrivals hall. But there is one important point. If you are carrying items that must be declared or a large amount of cash, check Vietnam customs rules before you fly. For most travelers, the better plan is not to carry too much cash in the first place. Bring enough for initial expenses. Then use reputable ATMs later when needed. Now you step through the doors. This is the moment many first-time visitors remember. The arrivals hall, families waiting, drivers holding signs, taxi offers, SIM card counters, money exchange counters, people moving in different directions. You're tired, you may be hungry, and suddenly Vietnam feels real. Here's the key. Do not try to solve everything at once. Your job is not to figure out the whole country in 5 minutes. Your job is to do the next right thing. And the first thing after exiting customs is usually internet. If you already bought an eSIM before the trip, turn it on and check that mobile data works. Do not just assume it works. Open Maps, send a message, check that you can contact your hotel or driver. If you're buying a local SIM card at the airport, choose a proper counter and make sure the staff helps you activate the SIM before you walk away. Do not leave the counter until the internet actually works. You need mobile data for maps, translation, ride hailing, hotel messages, and emergency situations. Internet is not a luxury on arrival day. It is your navigation system. Once your phone works, the airport becomes much easier. Now you need some cash. Vietnam is still cash heavy in many everyday situations. Even if you use cards at hotels or modern restaurants, you may still need cash for small shops, local food tips, or quick payments. At the airport, you will usually find ATMs or exchange counters. Do not feel pressured to exchange a huge amount immediately. If you do not understand the rate, change only enough for the first day or two. Or withdraw a reasonable amount from an ATM in a bright public area. And when you receive Vietnamese dong, slow down, the notes have many zeros. You're tired. This is exactly when people make mistakes. Put your money away carefully. Do not count a large stack of cash openly in the middle of the arrivals hall. Now comes one of the most important steps: transportation. This is where many first-time visitors make their first avoidable mistake. They are tired. They want to leave the airport quickly. Someone approaches and says, "Taxi?" Someone else says, "Grab not available." Another person may say they know your hotel. And suddenly the simple question, "How do I get to my hotel?" becomes stressful. Here's the safest beginner rule. Do not get into a random car just because someone approaches you. Use a trusted ride-hailing app. Use an official airport taxi counter. Use a reputable taxi company or arrange a hotel airport transfer before arrival. If you use a ride-hailing app, check the license plate, car model, driver name, and pickup point before getting in. If the driver calls and you do not understand each other, use text messages or translation. Do not wander around the airport pickup area with your luggage and phone out. Looking confused, step aside, check the app, confirm the details, then move. If you booked a hotel transfer, confirm the meeting point before your flight. Ask your hotel for the driver's name, phone number, and car details. At the airport, do not assume every person holding a sign is your driver. Match the information, then go. Now, each airport has a slightly different feeling. If you land in Ho Chi Minh City at Tan Son Nhat, airport code SGN, expect crowds. It is busy. It can feel intense. Immigration lines, baggage areas, SIM counters, taxi pickups, everything may feel active and compressed. That does not mean something is wrong. It just means you should be patient and follow your plan. If you land in Hanoi at Noi Bai, airport code Han, remember that the airport is outside the city center. The ride into Hanoi can take time, especially with traffic. Do not plan a tight schedule immediately after arrival. If you land in Da Nang, airport code DAD, the airport is usually easier for many first-time visitors. It is closer to central Da Nang and the beach areas, so the arrival may feel less overwhelming. But no matter which airport you use, the order is the same: immigration, baggage, customs, internet, cash, transport, hotel. Remember that order? It is simple, but it works. Now let's talk about what not to do. Do not land without a plan for internet. Do not rely only on a digital Visa copy. Do not exchange a huge amount of cash while exhausted. Do not accept random taxi offers just because you want to leave quickly. Do not put your phone down on top of your luggage and forget it. Do not leave your bags unattended, and do not book a full sightseeing schedule for the same day you arrive. That last one is important. A lot of travelers want to make the most of their first day. They land in the morning and think they can immediately do a food tour, a museum, a walking tour, a night market, and maybe a long transfer to another city. Technically, maybe, but realistically, your first day in Vietnam is not the day to prove you're a super traveler. Your first day is for landing well. Get through the airport, Get connected, get cash, reach your hotel safely, check in, shower, drink water. Rest, eat something simple near your hotel. Maybe take a short walk if you feel okay. That is enough. Vietnam can feel intense in the beginning. The heat, the traffic, the language, the sounds, the signs, the motorbikes, the rhythm. But after 24 hours, your body starts to understand it. The country begins to feel less confusing. You notice the coffee shops, the street food, the small routines, the kindness of hotel staff, the rhythm of crossing the street, the way the city wakes up. But you need to give yourself time to arrive, not just physically, mentally. Now let's prepare for small problems. If your luggage is missing, go to the airline baggage counter before leaving the secure area. If your SIM does not work, return to the counter and ask them to test it. If your driver is not there, message the hotel or booking provider. If you feel overwhelmed, stop moving, step aside, and solve one problem at a time. Do not make tired decisions. Tired travelers say yes too quickly. They agree to prices they do not understand. They get into cars they have not checked. They lose track of bags. They forget documents. Slow down. Vietnam will still be there in 10 minutes. Now, before you fly, prepare one simple airport arrival folder inside. Keep your passport, your printed visa or e-visa, your hotel booking, your hotel address, your onward or return flight details, your travel insurance, emergency contacts, a little cash. And if possible, your hotel address in both English and Vietnamese. Keep this folder in your carry-on, not your checked bag. Also save digital copies on your phone and in cloud storage. And bring a power bank. A charged phone on arrival day is one of the most useful travel tools you have. Now let's end with the full arrival sequence before the flight. Check your visa, print your e-visa, prepare your document folder, save digital copies, plan your internet, plan your airport transport. If arriving at Tan Son Nhat in Ho Chi Minh City, check whether pre-arrival information applies to you. After landing, follow the signs to immigration, keep your passport and visa ready, stay polite and patient, check your passport before walking away. Go to baggage claim, report missing luggage before leaving the secure area. Pass customs, get internet working, get a small amount of cash. Choose trusted transportation. Go to your hotel, rest before doing too much. That is the plan. Your first arrival in Vietnam does not need to be perfect. It just needs to be calm. If you know the order, the airport becomes much less intimidating. Immigration, baggage, customs, internet, cash, transport, hotel. Remember that, and your first day will already be easier than most first-time visitors. This is Real Talk Vietnam. Honest travel advice before your first trip. If this guide helped you, subscribe for more practical Vietnam travel videos. In the next videos, we'll cover money and apps, realistic itineraries, Vietnamese food for beginners, and the best time to visit Vietnam. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next Real Talk Vietnam guide.